This episode is about focus. People focus on things because there's some pleasurable experience in focus. And focus really means to have one thing in the foreground and everything else in the background. Focus really brings a heightenedness to whatever we're dealing with. Hey, what's the best thing to focus on? Just logically thinking. If I could focus inwards and let all man-made things drop away as they come into my awareness, just to let go of them as I dive deeper and deeper. Is there something that's not man-made, that's not conceptual, that's not something I've picked up along the way? Is there something original? And just like when you go spelunking in a cave, they give you, if it's a cave that's already been explored, there's a rope that you hold on to. So even when you're in the dark, you keep holding on to that rope and you can go deep into the cave to the point where there is no light and you still have a way back. And in the same way, that rope is like the breath, because the breath is like the original lifeline, so to speak, that's been given to us from the moment we're born and will be with us until the day we die. And that lifeline, if I could connect to that, and when I do connect to that, and just keep following it, letting all other things recede into the background, that kind of focus reveals something to me, a quality of experience that is so magical. It is so fun. It is so brand new. That's worth focusing on. Everything else and anything else is just not that. It's all good. It's all fun. It's all amazing. I'm sitting here at this glass table. Somebody made glass. It's just amazing that people thought of these things. Everything is just amazing. There isn't a single aspect of anything that's not amazing, because it really came out of nowhere. It came out of imagination. But there is nothing like the real thing, that deepest thing. It is what we thirst for. It is what surfers look for in that perfect moment where they're perfectly positioned on their board on the wave. It's that perfect moment where the ride is there, and it takes a lot of effort to get there, but once you're there, it's effortless ride. The good news is that that quality is available no matter what my circumstances. And then, what am I left with when I really tap in and touch into that? I'm left with the realization that my life is and has been a total gift. I get to be a human being, and, my own unique self. I get to pursue my own preferences, even though I'm universally just like everybody else, but I get to be my unique self. And there's no getting that wrong in a way. The only way to get that wrong is to not be authentic, is to not really know myself. Then I am no more than a conglomerate of what I've learned from the outside and from other people. I am no more than that collection of data that was put in externally. And I'm into cleaning up that inner workings, just to clean it up, to be original, because that's what I want when things are brand new. And, oh, I know I talk like, oh, I love brand new, but I tell you, I've been to places that I've never been before in the world. Like I went to Jamaica once, and we did sort of the hippie trip there. We hitchhiked, and we were in all kinds of places that frankly didn't feel safe and actually weren't safe. I was accosted twice, once at knife point. So, that was new to me, but that wasn't so pleasant. So new isn't, the final measurement of how cool things are. And there are people who are junkies for adventure and for new experiences because they crave that. But I tell you, the real challenge is to find the new in the familiar. That's That's the really cool thing. That's why people get stoned, because to see things in a new way. And one of my favorite quotes from Prem Rawat is, experience this moment, this life, as if it has never happened before. Just so, what a challenge. I get so caught in my timeline of things, the accomplishments and self-image, and how did I come across there, and relationships and blah blah blah. But ultimately, I have to live with my own self. And I know I need time. I get upset when I think, oh, well, I have to hurry up and et cetera, et cetera. But really, there's an old saying, you always have time for what you put first. And doing this little series of Get Real with Andy is really for me to get real with what's important to me. Okay. I hope you get something out of this. Thank you.